So do you own a school or work in any kind of education facility, be it primary school, secondary school, tertiary institution, or any kind of education facility? This video is for you. I'll be breaking down all the different ways that you can actually get parents to bring their children into your school. By the end of this video, I'll break down number one, all the different alternatives you can use to attract parents to come to you. Number two, how do they work? And number three, which is very important for many of you out here, is how much do they cost? How much do you anticipate to spend when using that given channel for marketing? For those that don't know, my name is Kenneth Intende, and over the past 10 years, all I have been doing is helping businesses within their sales processes. I have sold in Africa, I have sold in Europe, and I have sold in the United States of America, giving me the expertise that I need to better guide you on how this would genuinely work for your business. So let's get started. For us to get started, I'll break this video down into two parts. Part number one, where I'll talk about the paid alternatives, and part number two, where I talk about the free alternatives. To start with, we'll start with the paid options. Why I prefer the paid options? These tend to come in when you're really looking for a lot of skills. Say you're about to have interview meetings with parents. So you want to attract as many people at the same time. Using the free alternatives may not work. I mean, this is the time where you're running ads, you're putting billboards, you're doing all this to attract as many parents as possible to come. So for the paid alternatives, this is more or less on autopilot. You want it to run and just continuously bring the parents. So let's get started. Alternative number one is what they call artificial intelligence. Now, what artificial intelligence is literally using AI tools like Trendy.com in order to attract parents to come to you. Let's say you have an education facility located in Tinda, and you're trying to get parents from around in Tinda to bring their students here. You can literally get into AI tools like Trendy.com and literally tell the AI tool, you know what, I want you to look for me all the parents that stay within this given region, and meaning Tinda, Chisasi, Chariwajala, and all nearby areas. What the AI tool will do, it will go across all social media networks. It will go across Facebook, LinkedIn, and look for you these people's contacts. Get for you their names, their numbers, their emails, where they work, and all their information. Then the second thing it will do for you, it will begin sending out messages to these people one by one. Send WhatsApp messages, send SMSs telling them about your school. So this is the best way to reach people one-on-one. I mean, you're trying to send the message direct to a person's phone number to tell them, I mean, we have this education facility, please bring your student here, or we have interviews happening this weekend. So for the personal element, I would recommend AI as the best alternative. Now, in terms of pricing, this would cost you anywhere between about 1 million shillings and 10 million shillings. So that is the average rate. For those of you that are not in the country, that is give or take $300 to about $3,000. So that is what you would anticipate. And its core advantage is, you know what? Send the robot, let the robot do for you. They're looking for the people, let the robot engage them, follow up, and you only respond to the messages that people have now come back and sent you responded to, which gives you that one-on-one touch at the scale. So that is alternative number one. So alternative number two is what they call radio ads / billboard ads. This is where now you go to your local radio stations and literally tell them to spread your word. The advantage with this is, one, you're able to reach people at scale, meaning you're talking to a lot more people than you would have had if you were just shouting on the streets. The advantage with that, like I said, is you're able to reach people, so many people at the scale. In terms of costs, this would end up costing you anywhere between 4 million shillings and 25 million shillings a month, depending on the radio station that you're talking to. It's really the reach of the radio station. Its main detriment is, I mean, it's not targeted, meaning it's reaching everyone. It's reaching everyone in the country. So you won't be able to pinpoint accurately tell that this radio station has reached this certain niche of people. Then disadvantage number two, you don't really know how it has performed. I mean, all they do is just talk about what your school does and what your value proposition is to their people. Whether the people come to you or not is not their business. So you wouldn't be able to tell the performance of how this given form of advertising works. Why I put radio and billboard together is because, I mean, it's the same thing. A billboard, people are just passing by. Whether they take action or not is not their business. All they have done is they've done their work. So alternative number 3 is the TV ads. Now the TV ads come in handy when you have a bit of a budget. A budget. I mean, you want NTV, you want urban TV or whatever TV stations make sense to you. If you have your 10, 15, 25 million to spend, this would be a good alternative. Its core advantage is one, it gives you the reputation. By the time you're willing to spend 30, 40 million on an advert, it means you already have big pockets. People should trust you more, meaning they will be more willing to pay you more because now they trust you. Its only disadvantage is one. So just like radio, you can't really tell. So you won't really know what value has come out because all they do is show your advert. Whether people call you or not is really not their business. But its advantage is it really has viewers. There are so many people that are watching these TV stations, they're watching the news. So it gives you that ability to reach as many people at the same time. And the final paid option is what they call the online ads. Now, the online ads is where you use platforms like Facebook, platforms like Twitter, platforms like Google, run your ads, tell people what you're doing, tell people what your competitive advantage is, tell them. And its advantages are one, you're able to still target the regions that you would want. As an example, you might say, I want the people around Kampala. And they will keep showing you ads as people are watching and scrolling through. And every once in a while, you'll get someone that is messaging you. Now, the disadvantage of the online ads is once the person messages, you still have to come back and follow up and track. And ultimately, it's just a matter of you choosing which of these alternatives work best for you. Because for the online ads, anywhere around 4.5 million shillings to 15 million shillings would really work well for you. Now, when you're choosing which alternatives among the paid, there are different things you consider. Number one, consider the pricing. Number two, consider what are you trying to achieve. Are you trying to go local and target the people within your neighborhood, or are you going countrywide and you can attract anyone from anywhere around the country? So all you have to do is choose and say, this is what would work for us. For those that want to get started with using artificial intelligence, it's already being used by over 50 schools in Uganda. Just drop me a DM, drop me a message, contact me. I'll leave my number somewhere here, and I'll be able to guide you on how it can help you with get more parents interested in your school. And finally, we have the free alternatives. Now, the free alternatives are good because they are free, but their challenge is because they are free, they require a lot more time, a lot more input from you. Your team has to be busy designing videos, writing articles, and so much more. Now, for those people who want the free alternatives, there are 3 main alternatives. Option number 1 is the referrals. I mean, this really works, especially where you already have a large base of students. If you already have a large base of customers, ask them, send them WhatsApp, send them messages, ask them to forward those messages, and it would work a lot. But if your school is still small, this may not be as effective. The second free alternative is events. Every once in a while, there's school events. There are programs where you put a small tent around your school and invite the locals to pay attention to what you're doing. This is really a very good option because it brings people to you and gets them to understand what you're doing. Sometimes, yes, you may have a school, but people don't even know why they should be choosing you. So having such events gives you a plus in terms of attracting parents to you. And the final alternative is, of course, the social media posts. The thing about these posts, however, is you need to do so much, meaning you need to do videos, you need to do blog posts, you need to do images, and all of them need to work hand in hand. In order to get the best chance of success, just understand that every single day you need to be posting at least 2 or 3 times a day. But for you that were not looking for short-term results, I believe these would work best for you, the free alternatives. But if you are looking for quick quick results, meaning very many people as quickly as possible, then you only have the 4 different paid alternatives to consider. These are all the options that you have at the end of the day. Don't forget, I share a ton of content on sales and marketing. If you're looking to learn more about how to market your school, how to grow your school, and all the different ways you can sell for your business, just check out my channel. I have a ton of content on everything to do with sales and marketing. That's all from me today. Bye-bye for now.